What's up, softball players? I'm Coach Dan Blewett. In today's video, let's talk about tryout tips to help you make your high school fast pitch team. All right, so yes, you could be trying out for your high school team. You could be trying out for a new travel team, rec team, whatever it is. But let's talk about tryouts because tryout season is coming up quickly. March 1st is, a big milestone day for most of the country, not all. And so let's go over some tryout tips, physical and mental, that can really help you be your best when the coaches are watching. So number one, and I say this to everyone, don't try harder. And what I mean by that is you've done a whole off season of work. You've trained really hard. You've worked on your swing, your pitching mechanics, your throwing mechanics, your fielding mechanics, all these different things, your speed. You've been in the weight room probably, right? All these different things you've done all winter long. And what you have today, your sprint speed, your bat speed, your throwing mechanics, your pitching mechanics, all those things you've been working on, they're pretty much set for today, right? You're not going to suddenly get 10% faster in your 20-yard dash, right? You're not going to suddenly throw 4 miles per hour harder just because it's tryout time. Stay within yourself. Don't swing harder than you're comfortable at the plate. Don't try to throw harder when everyone's watching. Don't try to run. You should run as fast as you can, but understand that what you've got is what you got, and that's okay. So don't try to suddenly be some bigger version, some faster, some stronger version of yourself. If you do that, what usually happens is you get tense and you get tight and you get anxious. And then nothing is as good. When you're swinging up there tight and you're, anxious and not relaxed, you're not going to have as much power. So stay within yourself and just tell yourself, use your self-talk, remind yourself, look, I'm good enough to make this team as I am. I don't have to play 5% better or 10% better than I am. I just have to be myself and do a great job. Be the best version I can be today. Number 2, tryout tips. So if you're entering tryouts, make sure these 2 things are covered. Number 1, you get a really good night's sleep consistently in the week leading up. You should always try to get good sleep, but especially when tryouts are coming up, get to bed early, put your phone down, get rested, get an earlier bedtime than usual, and try to get up maybe 10 minutes early so you can get a really great breakfast. You can pack a little extra food, and you're going to have the healthy nutrition that's going to power you throughout the day. When you show up to tryouts, whether it's in the morning or after school or whatever, you want to make sure you've gotten a great night's sleep, not just that night, but the whole week. And you've gotten good quality nutrition in your body to help you have energy, because tryouts can be really, really long and they're mentally and physically exhausting. So you don't want to enter tryouts feeling tired and feeling run down because your sleep and your nutrition are not where they should be. My third tryout tip is make sure you are a good citizen. That means show up early. Don't be there right at time. If trial time's at 3 o'clock, make sure you're there 2:45 or 2:30 or whatever is reasonable and practical, but make sure you're there early. Make sure you say hi to your coaches, look people in the eye, make sure you hustle everywhere. They will be judging you a lot based on your hustle and your enthusiasm. Like, how bad do you want to be there? They don't want kids on their team who they think are going to be an attitude problem throughout the season. And they're going to be looking at all this stuff, especially when players are very similar in ability. The intangibles, including some of your character stuff, those things can be a separator. So make sure those are very easy. Those are completely controllable by you, your attitude and your effort. Make sure you control those as best you can and show up looking like a really excited, I'm happy to be there. I really want to make this team. And I love softball and I'm going to be a good teammate. Show all those traits as part of your tryout package. Real quick, if you enjoy my videos here on YouTube, check out the join button below. You'll learn about my channel memberships, where you'll get access to hundreds of videos not publicly visible here on YouTube, and tons of other free perks. So check out the join button below, and I hope to see you here as a channel member. All right, fast pitch players. So this next tip is really important. If you really want to make the team, it's crucial that you don't let errors bog you down in tryouts. You're going to miss a ground ball. You're not going to block everything as a catcher. You're not going to throw strikes on every single pitch that leaves your hand. And some of your pitches are going to be really sharp. Others are going to be kind of blah, right, as a pitcher. You're not going to hit 15 line drives in your 15 swings as a hitter, right? At batting practice, however many swings you get. You're going to disappoint yourself. You're going to make some mistakes while people are watching. And what they're going to be looking for is, how do you respond after that? Do you put your head down? Do you have terrible body language? Do you get really upset at yourself? Do you get upset at someone else? Do you blame it on something else? If you miss a ground ball, you take a bad cut, take a deep breath, refocus, keep your head up, and attack the next one, because the only one that matters is the next one, right? Coaches want to see that you have some resilience, that you have emotional control, that you can come back from mistakes, because mistakes are okay. That's how you learn. And yes, we don't want to make mistakes when everyone's watching, but guess what? Coaches know also that you're going to make 5 or 10 errors at shortstop. They know that you're going to miss balls as a catcher. They know you're going to walk hitters as a pitcher. They know you're going to strike out as a hitter, right? So understand that they're not expecting you to be perfect, and they do want to see how you approach failure. And they're going to see failure from everyone in tryout time, especially when the pressure's on, and they're going to be saying, okay, when they're under pressure, how do they respond to it when they don't play their best? Do they just fold and crumble and throw a fit? Or do they remain stoic and look strong and mentally keep themselves in it for the next play? Because that's what coaches need from players on their team. All right, my last tryout tip is lean on your self-talk and your mindset. Self-talk is just the stuff that you say to yourself. So during tryouts, when you're nervous, you see all these other players that look as good, as fast, as strong, as powerful as you. Can you remind yourself, I belong here, I've done the work, I've put in all the preparation, I'm ready to make this team. Even if I make a mistake or two, I still belong on this team. Can you remind yourself that you belong and that you're there because you're good enough and that you're not going to have to be perfect, but you just need to put all your effort and have a good attitude and do the things you train yourself to do. If you can lean on that constant self-talk, that will help get you over the hump of the initial nervousness that everyone has, not just you, it's everyone. And that'll allow you to start to calm down, relax, and then play free and easy the way that you always want to, right? When we're relaxed and smooth and fluid, that's when we play our best. So lean on your self-talk. You're going to hear the negative voices creeping in. Can you flood those back out with positive, authentic self-talk that reminds you that you belong there and that you can make this team, all right? So thanks for watching. Leave me a comment below. What do you do to help yourself get through the anxious, nervous, difficult tryouts? I always had to go through them as a baseball player. I always hated them, but I always got through them. So leave me a comment below. What do you do to help make tryouts a little more manageable? All right. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click the join button below where you'll get access to my channel membership where you can get hundreds of more non-public videos right here on YouTube to expand your game as a player, coach, or baseball or softball parent. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you here in the next video.